Alright guys, we're back with some Cuboid, Cuboid, what's it called? Outpost? Yeah, we'll remember it one day. But, this will be episode 3, I believe. Those doors might get annoying, but, hey, we can do this. Yeah. But, we're playing some more Outpost, grinding our quests, because there's a lot of them. They basically teach us the way. Alright, the Green Revolution. That's where we left off. And I believe we got the centrifugal separator. Yes. The molecular recycler. That was the block, right? Yep. So, doing our bit for the environment. Sorry, let me get some water. Let's face it, those solar power thingies on the roof are decent, but not so decent as to be a big problem if you lose one. So lose one. Interesting. Get up on the roof, knock one of those advanced solar generators down, and feed it into the molecular recycler. Requires energy. Since the solar doodad contains a bunch of redstone as ingredients in the component pieces, you should hopefully get some of it back as in its raw form, along with some other potentially useful materials. You're going to need a block of the stuff, so if you come up short, you can try recycling the other one. Interesting. While it's possible to recycle lots of things, the molecular recycler is a very imperfect machine. You'll get back a fraction of the original ingredients needed to make the thing you recycle, and there's no guarantee you'll get back what you are hoping for. In particular, don't recycle technology you can't yet make yourself unless told to. Right. Need a block of redstone. Hopefully we get an entire block. Now that you've got a block of redstone, you're in a position to make your first singularity power generator. Okay, we need the block of redstone. This requires power, right? So we plonk it on there. Perfect. And then we hop up on the roof. Right? And we nab ourselves one of these. We don't need the solar one, it only functions during the day. And plonk it in here. Blonk. Alright. So we should get 9 redstone. That's our hope, right? Alright, we got 9 redstone indeed. Glass, gold, infused alloy, and mechanism stuff. Alright, should have known. I knew that from the cables, yeah. Block of redstone. Now that we've got our block of redstone, much like the SRG, which produces resources passively when provided with a quantum singularity, the SPG produces power passively when given an appropriate quantum singularity. Note that not just any quantum singularity would do. In fact, just about the only one you can use right now is a cold quantum singularity. Luckily, you already have one of those two by now, or at least know how to get one. Go ahead and make yourself your first SPG, put it down next to something needing energy or connected to a power cable of sorts. Put in the cold quantum singularity and it will start producing power for you. So we need a not so goodium singularity power generator. Alright, boss. So this is the collapser. Forget what that was doing. Okay, that makes the singularities with the coal. Because we need a block of coal. Or, we don't need a block, but I think 32, right? Yeah. And how do we grab half a stack? I forget. Now we plonk that in there. And we get chuck all of that in there, right? Yeah, it'd be alright. So, we get this doodad. We need a not so good EM. Alright. So to get these, we need the furnaces. Right. This. Alright. Whoa. Okay, we've got them. Weird. We needed 4. Crap. Perfect. Chuck those in there. Make these. 4 of those we needed. We need 4 of the blocks. And we have that. Not so good EM generator. Okay. You've probably noticed by now that we have a fairly limited variety of raw materials to work with. Plant life is pretty much non-existent, and your quality of life is pretty poor. Things are about to get worse before they get better, but they will get better, probably. It's subjective, but I think so. We've got a plan that will allow us to start making new materials by combining the essence of 2 mundane items to turn them into a new mundane item. Interesting. Yes, it's all pretty mundane, but if you consider that this is the first step toward building a better or at least new world, it's all good. Unfortunately, you're going to need to grab that redstone furnace and the ME controller in order to make the next machine we need. The quantum transmutation chamber requires power. Helpful hint, move the ME drive up to where the ME controller was and you will still be able to access your digital storage. Right. Because we don't need this, and we should still be able to take this and put it here. Do that, because this is still connected. Yeah, it just doesn't need this because of the channels. ME drive and the redstone furnace. I will, huh? Right here. Yep. And what? Any quantum singularities? Interesting. Wait. That's fine. Right. I just make 2 of them. Yeah. We need what? A redstone furnace? Oh, that's cooking our stuff. Alright. Sorry, boss, but you gotta stop pulverizing. Alright. We've done that. So now, interestingly enough, we got it could be better. Okay. Beta or can be could be beta. Got it. Could be beta or can be found in a layer underneath the not-so-goodium ore. By this point, you already know that in order to get ingots, you can mine ore to get your hands on pieces. When chunks, smelt those. You can also generate the chunks by cutting. Okay, generate the chunks by putting, the singularity into the SRG. Now there's a third way. You can transmute two not-so-goodium chunks or ore into the could-be beta. Okay, so not so impressive. And to complete this particular task, we really don't care how you get your hands on a chunk of the stuff, but it's worth knowing about. Also worth knowing is that the quantum transmutation chamber can be piped into from the top for the top ingredient, from any side for the bottom, and can be piped out the bottom. Okay. So what he's saying is that this can be piped in. Alright, that's making coal. Good. Now we need to move this one, huh? And put this one here. No. Right, we need this one here. This goes here. Oh, what? Sorry. That goes there, right? And then not so goodium pumps into this. And it needs power, right? So we take this thingy, we plonk it there. Actually, what we do is take this, put it back over here. Not there. What? I don't want it there. Oh no, we just do that, right? Yeah. And then this fills up. Oh, very slowly. The heck? Sorry guys, I'm just kind of thinking about this stuff here. It's probably bedtime, isn't it? Boom, bed. We love that bedtime's quick. But I think I'm just gonna have this chilling over here. Okay, so I've got to have it in both. And it makes Cuboid beta. Could be beta. So the only way to have it go in both is to put this down here, right? Okay. And then make more of these. I think just 2, right? No, what am I thinking? That's not gonna work. So pretty much what they're saying is I need another one of those. It'd be not so good. But I essentially need oof, excuse me guys, just getting kind of tired, huh? I essentially need a bunch more not so good items. Like I need all this to I need to pulverize all this. What was that? Smusher? kind of just waiting. We're playing a waiting game. Ugh, I saw it to make the silica singularity, I think. Don't I? Yeah, sheesh. Oh, excuse me, guys. We really just need that silica, don't we? Suppose we should make a hammer. Or maybe it was a smasher. Yeah. Alright guys, I think we're gonna be cutting it here for a second and then we might be back. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Alright guys, we're back at Outpost X, playing Project Cuboid. Resuming where we left off, we made a... Didn't we make a not-so-goodium hammer? What did we do? Alright, that's pulverizing, taking out the silica. That's going in. We have plenty more where it came from. We were working on more the new stuff. Mine it, generate it, or transmute it. Could be better. So we need could be better chunks, which I believe we have started here. Yeah. This needs power. Yeah, that needs a lot of power. And this isn't quite doing it for us, huh? And this needs a not-so-goodium chunk. Yeah, got it. This one needs the actual singularity for it, which we're probably not anywhere close to. We need 300 and something of them, so yeah. These are cooking though, so that's good. This is making more coal. This is pulverizing more dust for us. Alright, we've got it all pretty much making itself. But we needed a lot more silica. Yeah. Maybe we'll go to cellulose. Yeah. So that looks like not quite sugar cubes. And then we get sticks. Yeah. For cellulose. Cellulose is the main constituent. What is that word, guys? Leave it in the comments, I suppose. But of plant fiber, unfortunately, none occurs naturally where you are. I mean, I understand what the word means, but luckily, like a lot of organic compounds, it's basically just carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen atoms arranged in a particular structure, right? And through the technological magic of the quantum transmutation chamber, cellulose can be created from carbon deposits and water, both of which you should have access to. Alright, so with we need a cellulose quantum singularity, but we'll get cellulose from carbon and water. Got it. And then for this, we need 64 cellulose. 64 cellulose turns... Okay, so 32 carbon deposits. Oh, we don't have that much. The only way to get said carbon deposits is... mining? Yeah, I think so. Interesting. So we'll go for the hammer, right? Not so goodium hammer. Not so good hammer. We'll go get some carbon deposit chunks after we sleep. Uh-oh. Is that a compressed creeper? We also might as well mine in the could be beta ore, right? We do still get silica and carbon. So, sounds good to me. Damn, we didn't actually mean to take that one out. So, snow blocks it is. Mining away. Oh my gosh. Moved the dang cursor. I'm so bad at this game, apparently. And actually, we only have our one torch left, so mobs are gonna spawn down here. Yeah. Well, that's not fun. Can we, like, do that? No. Well, heck. Well, can we do that? Well, dang it. Dang it, guys. We're trying to make this all lit up. And we have one small spot that doesn't want to be lit up. we put it there. Oh my gosh, that one's still down. Okay, and then if we do this, of course. It just doesn't light up that one. Uh-oh, a bit of a little lag there. Guess we're just gonna have to leave those ones down there. We gotta make some more torches. I know we can do that with the coal and the rods. Should have just done that already. Now the fun thing is I don't want to go back down here, but to keep mobs from spawning in our staircase, I just kind of have to. I'm also going to need more food. Okie dokie. Guess we'll just eat our rations. Yep, rations being eaten. Got our bowls. We got water in this tank, but we need this. Making could be better chunks. Alright, so they told us it could be better. We've got could be better chunks. Transmutation. And then upgrades. This section is really just in case you're a completionist and want to try to make one of everything. In most cases, using upgraded materials in the construction of items means a boost in productivity, speed, or effectiveness, but not always. The tasks to the left of this one are all optional, but each explains the improvement, if any, over the previous not-so-good EM tier of the same item. Perfect. Could be better chests, 2 rows. The could be better holds 3 rows. Drops its content when broken and cannot be opened if obstructed above. Got it. Could be better quantum collapser. Got it. Seconds. 8.33 seconds. Got it. Could be better SPG. Generates 8 FB per tick. As 80 FE every 10 ticks, 60 max extract. Alright, so this thing is better. It could be better, but it requires not so good EM to be upgraded. Got it. So currently we just don't have that, and it was actually filling it up, but I think it's faster. These furnaces are done, so sorry guys, we're kind of all over the place, but that's just how these things go, isn't it? We will eventually have this stuff automatic, right? That's the hope. Could be better crafting table. Okay, the crafting tables all behave the same, but are used as ingredients in the making of higher tier machines, and some people just like a different shade of sickly bluish green. Right. So it just could be better in silicon. Could be better singularities. Generates 1 item every 20 ticks, which is 1 per second. Could be better generates 2 every 10 ticks. Giving 4 per second. Okay. Got it. Okay, and then it's based on the specific singularity. Got it. And there's pretty much one for everything, huh? Is that uranium? Yep. From power. Got it. Alright, we'll get this show on the road. We need to cook just a piece of sand. Got it. Which actually is not sand. It would be silica dust, right? Yeah. We do have glass panes. I don't think have enough silica dust. 7. Yeah, we in fact do not. Actually, how much do we have in here? Another 40. 73. How much did it need? Yeah. Block of silica dust in the quantum collapsing. 96. Oh, heck. We gotta go mining some more, guys. We gotta get that silica singularity so we don't have to mine for it anymore. That's what we're trying to do. And we'll probably just break this hammer doing it, so. That's what we will do. Alright. There it goes. Then we'll splash a light here, splash a light here. No, splash a light there. Perfect. We really only got 45 silica dust. Gotta figure out how to make stairs. I wonder if we can make not so good stairs. Not so good stairs. So we have to could be better, but I think we need to put this in to make another singularity for this bad boy. Yeah. Then realistically, we take all this out and we put this in here. Does it still make silica? I don't know. We have 9. 9. Only 9. So it still makes the 2 dust. But I guess we'll have to see. There's 9 in there. Yeah, it it does. 10. Just not every time. We're only getting 8, so each one of those is an ingot. There's a lot of math in this game, guys. 8. I don't know how much we need for the better hammer. Oh, you can't mine that one. Not mining that one either. Got it. Makes sense. They're gonna lock us out of mining some of them. Mine it, generate. Alright, could be better. Make it not ARF bad. Interesting. Not ARF bad. Not half bad. Yeah, so I don't think the coal singularity makes these faster. That doesn't do anything. But we gotta get crunching on some of these, huh? But we're not crunching because we need the silica. That's right. So these are all going. We'll go down in the mine one more time and do this hammering. We might as well get to the next layer of material as well. So we're at could be better. And we've just got to keep going. I suppose mining's not the most invigorating stuff, but hey, it's got to be done. Mining has to be done. That is part of the name of the game. You know what, guys? That looks like that's the not half bad ore. So we'll splash a light here. We'll splash a light there. And we'll splash a light here. And we might as well mine some of this too. I don't remember what version this is. So, do we have bedrock at 0 or bedrock at deep slate? Should see it here. Right? Underneath this layer? Should be bedrock? No. Underneath this layer. Maybe it's a single 1 block layer. Yup, there it is. Those are our 3 layers of material. Now we just need a staircase that goes all the way down. Just jumping up and down with these rations, I don't know. Could be better. Where do we want to mine? Here, maybe? Okay, yep. That sure did it. Do got 2 stacks of silica, so maybe we'll have enough to make that singularity. I think we'll have to make another generator thingy too. One of these, the not so goodium resource collector. Ooh, that's 92, guys. That is 92. except apparently I need 96. Sorry guys, I can't math. So in turn requires us to make 2 more blocks and some more rods for our hammer. But actually we should have checked this. It's probably not enough. Right, that's 2. We need 2 more. What the heck? We're just gonna come over here and punch it out the wall. Try not to waste as much time. But who's wasting time when we're playing Minecraft? So, it's always that. Plonk a torch on the floor. Need 2 more, so that's 18. Some to spare. And we do need another one of these, so unfortunately we don't have 6 blocks of that stuff. But we should have more in here. Perfect. Thank you. Not so goodium. I mean, really, we've got 6 more, so we might as well take 4 more. We can stack them up here. Whoa. How did we only get 1? What the heck? Sorry, guys. Pudding. 8 stacks of that cooking up. And we should just need this. And then pack it with silica. I guess another chest. And another hopper. We'll do this one here. Then we'll hopper to this chest. We can get that placement. Nice. And then we silica. Yeah. Now we shouldn't have to worry about running out of silica anytime soon. This doesn't need to produce any more silica, but we will have it, I suppose, just going. Alright, still not half bad on that. And then you can't mine this one. Wikidium is the first alien material you will need to create rather than just obtaining it through a bit of mining. You will need to put 2 times not arvbadium chunks or ore into the quantum transmutation table. One in the transmutation chamber. One in the top, one in the bottom. Ensure it has power, and voila. Alright, it might be a good idea to automate the creation of Wikidium ingots and make Wikidium quantum singularity so that you can just passively generate more of the chunks moving forward. Right. Makes sense. And then optional task for completionists could be over any improvements. Over could be better. Or Naharvbadium. Got it. So now that we have those two unlocked, we should be able to just start cranking out the ore for it. But to do that, we probably need smooshers. Smushers to smoosh all this into dust. Because this is way too slow for pulverizing. Pulverizing is way too slow. And realistically, I think I want this on full power, not just this thingy. So realistically, I'll just take this, take all these, and we're gonna move it. We're first going to sleep, alright, instant sleep, and we're gonna climb on the roof, and we're going to connect this, right, just like that. I think. Or does that not work? It's not pulling it out. Right. Okay. So this just doesn't work here. Doesn't work up there. Got it. So we kind of just need it on this thingy, but does this thingy take power from there? It does. Alright, so I suppose... How do we... Alright, I didn't think this one through very well. But we got our snow blocks. Like that. And we get our two generators. One with that one with that one. Fills that thing up for very fast, could be better. And then I can just plonk this on the side. Yeah, it drains. And we put coal in there just to keep it topped off, I suppose. Could be better dust. And we really don't have any could be better ore. Or I mean ingots. Yeah, we don't have any of those ingots. So we've got to make the could be better ingots and the not half bad ingots and make the singularities out of them. So we need collapsing, yeah, 320. So 5 stacks of that. We can't actually make the singularity for it. We just need a smusher, right? Not so good. Alright, we made a whole stack of those. Which, I don't know if we needed to, but we did. Got our smusher. Could be better. And we do that. All the dust for could be better we need. And not have bad dust. So we've got all that. Not so good. So that could be better is making, and the not half bad I need more of. Which is... could be better chunks. And I just smashed all of them. So yeah. So really, we just need to... We can't put the could be better chunks in there? How not? Tell me it's because of that. It really was because of that. Damn. But we do need some more of the other stuff down there, because we're making could be better. Could be better is easy to make, but this stuff's not easy to make, because it requires multiple tiers of each one, so it just kind of keeps going down. But it is not hard to mine, guys. We can mine it away. But I think that's a decent time to wind down the episode. And so we'll come back with more not half bad ore, and we'll head back up. Probably still be down in the mines, but we're gonna do some off-camera mining. And remember, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel to get notified of more video postings when we play Cuboid Outpost. Or there's other content on there if you're interested in that. But that'll be all for this video. So see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.